Hi guys, as I record this, it's about 95 degrees outside here, but warm weather is not going to stay with us forever, and cold weather is coming around the corner for us, and some people in this country are already feeling the cold weather. Recently I was watching some videos on YouTube, and they were reviews of the newer hammocks coming out. Most of the newer hammocks I'm seeing out there today are all coming with an integrated bug net, and then you can zip that out. You can zip in an integrated overcover. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I know that I don't have the money to go out and buy a new hammock with integrated overcover, much as I'd like to. I just can't afford it. I've got a number of hammocks. I like what I have, and I'm not going to buy another one. A couple years ago, I started doing this stuff, and I came up with an idea on something that was that works for me. It might work for you. I want to share it with you. It's an overcover, but I'm just using an inexpensive hammock. Total cost of this thing is going to be under 20 bucks. It's going to take 15 minutes or so to do. And, you know, take it for what it is. If you like it, great. If not, I'm at least trying to share it with you. This is the unit. And you can see down below there's a hammock under there in orange. And then I've got the overcover here that you can see in the green and the tan. It looks clean. It stays here. It's been a windy day right now. This has been up for about an hour while I was waiting for the wind to go away, and it hasn't gone anywhere. I've used it a number of times out camping, and I've gotten anywhere from 10 to 12 degrees more heat inside this hammock in the evenings when it's getting chilly outside. Let me show you what it's going to take to do. First thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to get some shock cord. Preferably, you want to pick up some inexpensive shock cord. That's just the lightweight stuff, nothing really heavyweight. Main reason is you want this thing to have a little bit of give for you. You want to have this thing give so it can stretch, because what you're going to do is you're going to get in right here. You lift this up and get in. You want this shock cord to give for you. We're going to need about a half a dozen cord locks to fit that shock cord. You get those, I get those off of eBay. I picked those things up for, I think it was 40 of them for $2, which is about a nickel a piece. This little guy here, you can pick this up on eBay too, and they're about I think I paid $1 for 10 of them. What this is it's a little tarp clip, mini tarp clip. And the last thing you're going to need an inexpensive hammock. We have two of these. This is my wife's hammock. Hers is a smaller one. This thing is, I think, 10 feet long, I think it is, by 5.5 feet wide. Paid like $8 for it off of eBay. This one over here is a one I picked off of Amazon, and it's a, I think it's called Q Queen, and I think I paid $12 for that. So you can see, under 20 bucks, and you get these things pretty well done. In fact, this smaller one, this one here comes in under 12 bucks, right around 12 bucks or so. What you want to do though when you get your hammock is you want to be sure to look at the length of your hammock and the distance from here to here to make sure that you're going to get one of these cheap hammocks that's going to fit. Okay, this one here is 6.5 feet wide, and it's just right for this particular hammock. The one my wife lives in uses a 5.5 foot wide one. Is perfect for hers. This is actually gets sloppy on her hammock. Let me show you how this thing is put together, and then we'll show you how, after that, I will show you how this is put onto the hammock. So this is how this is going to be put together. You're going to need 4 pieces of shock cord, preferably the smaller stuff. You need a half a dozen of these double locks for it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your carabiner off and everything off of this thing here, off of the rope in here. Tie one of the shock cords on here. Double knot it if you can, because I've had these things come apart on me halfway through, and then you have to fight it. So here, I know it's going to work. Pull it through. can untie this thing. I get that entire, and I thought I did. Don't discard this, because this thing's still a hammock. And when you're done, you can turn this thing right back into a hammock. Each of these shock cords, by the way, are about 4 feet long. I picked this up at my local Ace Hardware. I paid I think $3.50 for the roll for this. These things here I picked up on eBay, and I get like 40 for $2, or about a nickel a piece. These are about a dime a piece, again, off of eBay. No sense giving the links, because these links are going to be dead by the time you get to see this and go for it. All right, now that you get this through here, you want to get about an even amount hanging out on each side. Take one of these cord locks and fish both of the wires through it. Cords on through here. Take a second one, and this is optional, but I like to do this because I can control where the overcover stays, and just pull it up a bit, not the end, to keep them from coming off. Now you can do the same thing on the other end down here, and I've already done it on this particular one. Now, next thing you're going to do, you're going to take 2 more of these. You had 2 that are on the thing already. You're going to take 2 more of the 4 you had, and you can do this in a couple ways. Tie a knot, double knot, whatever you want, any kind of knot you want onto this mini tarp clip. Take another one of these cord locks and slip your cord through it. Then you want to take your mini tarp clip there and put it through there. Alright, now what you got here is, this is going to attach to one side. This will go through the underbelly, and then this is your adjustment. I recommend when you put this on, if you're going to do it this way, put this on the side you can access from inside the hammock. If you've got a regular hammock, either side will do. If you've got one with a bug net on it that only has one zip, put it on the side with a zip. The other option you could do would be to do the same thing we did here with the double, with the adjustment. Make the adjustments on both sides, which is what I did, because most of my hammocks I can get to both sides on it, and it's easy to make the adjustments that way. So essentially, we just got this thing all together. It only took us a few minutes. This is one of them. Done the same on the other end here. These are our 2 adjustments. And I will put it on the hammock, and I'll show you how that's done, and we'll show you how to set this up. Okay, here's the hammock, or the overcover is what it is now. Take it, and this is why I like to call it my turnover cover. Take this thing and turn it upside down, turn it over. Toss it over the hammock. Let it lie right along the ridge line here. So I get you up here for this. I want to disconnect your suspension for a second. Slide this thing over, slide the hammock over it. Now you can see the hammock's just basically in reverse. We've turned it over, it's upside down. Does the job. Then you can make your adjustment right here. Here's your opening. You can make this thing as tight as you want it to be. The nice thing about this, you make your vent as big as you want. Totally adjustable. Make them big as you want. Make them where you want. You want one here? You want one on the other end? Do you want 2 of them? Or do you want none of them? Choice is yours. I like to take the second one here, as I had showed you earlier when we put it together, with 2 of these cord locks on this. I like to take it, put it up here on my beaner, then I can keep this thing here, if I have a case where it's open, keep it from sliding down on me. It'll keep it where I want it to be. I can loosen this up a little bit here, as you can see. Open this up. This will naturally want to come down towards you. Take wherever I want. Okay, when it comes to these cords I put underneath here, basically a belly cord to keep this thing from flying away. You want to take this here, one of your mini tarp clips, clip it on there. Basically, you open it up, gives you a nice open thing here, open tooth area, and you just slip it on there, and it'll bite. Pull the other one down if you want. Put the tarp clip on, lock it in place. Then, to adjust it, just pull on so, bring it up here. Now, the reason I want this thing to be adjustable from inside is when I get in here, this is going to pull down some. I don't want this thing to be so tight that I feel it at night, that it's digging into me. I also don't want it so tight that I can't get into the hammock with it. So I usually leave some slack like so on it. Then I can just lift this thing up here and crawl on in. You'll have to experiment as to where you want to put this thing, because you know, you want to, if you sleep canted, which is what most of us do, you're going to want this thing to kind of be off a little, like so it rides evenly under your back and up from your lower rib cage up to your other shoulder. You want it to just kind of ride underneath you, and you really don't want to even feel this, because this is just to keep this from blowing away on you. Well guys, that's pretty much it. And as luck would have it, believe it or not, even though this is hot, we're actually getting some rain. Just began to rain. It's just come in. Anyhow, I hope this helps somebody. If you have questions, ask me. I'll be more than happy to answer down below here. And give it a try. If it doesn't work, you don't like it, you get yourself a spare hammock. Thanks a lot for watching.